dirt dash night to get the kart ready. I'm actually going to run 2 classes tonight. Instead of the Pro Clone, we're also going to run the stock flat. So I think our order we're running, it should be fine, the stock flats. The other one's just pure open, so we should be okay in that. But it'll give us a little more track time as well. But there's a lot more people here tonight. It should be another good night of racing. The track looks in pretty good shape. And the other thing is that this is the first night that I've actually ran the track the second time. So I'm going to break my streak of 4 races. This will be my 5th night to race, and it'll be the same track. So I actually get some track time on the same track, so that'll be interesting too. The boys are also, it is second night, so they're not like first time rookies now, but we went over some stuff, walked them around the track, and just kind of gave a few pointers. But I think they're going to have fun as well. So they're working on their cars, making some adjustments, but looking forward to it. I'm going to be stressed out again about it for sure, but it'll be fun. Getting ready to do heat race, start on the pole. Should be interesting.
Looks like the 1980 is cracked.
So now it is time for the stock flat kart heat race. Actually, I had a pretty good starting spot on this one, started on the pole. Not a very good start though. Wasn't bad. Got in 2nd place here. But I just tried to get comfortable. This track was pretty heavy. It's pretty tacky as well. This race was pretty early in the night, so not used to running a really heavy, tacky track. So I was just trying to get in there and get the kart to work. The kart was still just a little tighter than I would like it, especially on this heavy of a track. But I just kind of fell in behind the leader and actually started reeling him in just a little bit. Don't know if I had enough to actually get around him, but if he would have made a mistake or something, I would have definitely tried. But basically the top 4 of us here, we're just kind of lined up, nose to tail. Actually a pretty good heat race, not too much pushing or anything, it was good. And I actually just pretty much ran this race just to get some more seat time. Just to get some more time adjusting the kart and just try some things out. Here I pushed the nose a little bit. He got up underneath me with 1 lap to go. That's all right. Still is able to transfer to the A main. So yeah, finished 3rd in that heat. And so it still transferred me to the A. I didn't have to run the B, so that's good. That was a big class, actually.
Boys are getting ready to go again. They got some competition this time, but their 2nd night of racing ever. So there they are. It'll be interesting.
So the boys, they definitely had a little more competition this night. There was a few more juniors that showed up on Saturday. And Jace Dement, he pretty much picked up where he left off the night before, leading. He pretty much dominated this race, but he did have some competition. There was a couple other juniors in there that were pretty fast and giving him a little bit of run. So I think he was out there having fun. The boys, Bodhi and Riley, they kept the kart straight. I think that's the biggest thing for them, just going around there making some laps, and they did a lot better. They actually lined up for the start. Like I said, no spin outs, so that's an improvement. That's good. You can definitely tell just a little bit of experience and some seat times helping them out. Jace Dement in that new PRC chassis, that thing is working great. It's still fun to just watch those boys get out there and race. Some pretty good drivers out there. Look at Bodhi holding his line right there. That's what you like to see. White flag and another win for Jace Dement for his heat race. I think he's going to be starting pole again in his feature.
Long heat race. Stock flat. Heat was pretty good. kind of got things on the start, missed the start a bit, but
Did not
ran
get a
second,
start there.
catching the leader, and started racing for third, but I'll take it. That was a pretty hard heat. So finished third in that, and hopefully have a good heat race for the Pro Clone. Start second row inside.
So the Pro Clone heat race. Like I said, I had a pretty good starting spot here, but it's a pretty uneventful race. Not the best start, but you know, falling third, and basically that was the race. We just followed each other around. Still a pretty heavy, tacky track. They keep this track pretty tacky. They do a good job on it. So it's still another good time. Just like I said, try a few things out, keep working on the kart, see what works, see what doesn't work. But I think all three of us are pretty much same speed, so it made it a little hard to pass. But yeah, the Pro Clone heat race, another third place finish. It gives us a decent starting spot for the feature, so I'll take it.
Alright, so heat races are over. Went out, both heat races, finished third. Last heat race, the Pro Clone, started third, finished third. We were just all kind of strung out there. Like we're running about the same speed, but that's pretty good. So far we seem like we're in kind of a third place thing. I'll take it. We're close to the lead. I can see the lead from there.
George Pratt, you are needed at
But
the
we're
flag
making a
stand.
few
George Pratt.
changes. Track's still heavy. Don't know what a whole lot I can change on it, except the way I drive. Trying to make less mistakes or something like that. Go out there in the features, see what the lineups are, and see what we can do.
So on to the stock flat A feature. So this is a big field of karts. They actually put $100 to win for the winner only. So it made it interesting from the start. You can see right here, first lap, it just started getting crazy. Here we are, starting to get past. People are already pushing and shoving, and from here on, it just starts to get worse. Had a really good kart, just trying to be patient. 3 wide, never want to be 3 wide. And everyone, it's just, here somebody just turns me around down the back straightaway. Try to fall back in, get caught on this guy's tire here, and it's bad. So it's just one of those racing deals. I don't like it. But get back in there on the restart and see dead last. Started trying to make a couple passes and work my way back up. I really just wanted to run this class just to get some more lap time. Seat time, working on the kart. But this is just a crazy race. It was fun, but it was crazy. Well, hit that guy barely. Tried to miss him as much as I could, but he spun out in front of me. Still going. Still under green here, so just catching back up to the field. Here, start making some passes. Try not to go into these white discs. Here, they say that they'll disqualify you if you go into the white disc, so black flag if you're making if you advance your position. Trying to come through here as nice as I can be. Trying to be patient too. I already knew it was going to be crazy. Here's the halfway mark. And more karts crashing. Here I hated the last thing I wanted to do. Got down on the inside of her. Then I get turned around down the back straightaway. Like I said, this is the kind of race this is not fun for me. I was just wanting it to finish at this point. On the restart, I'm just trying to stay in line. I'm just going to follow this other kart in front of me because Like I said, I just want to put some laps in. I'm done going up there and pushing and shoving and all that, or getting pushed around basically. So I'm still just following. I'm really just content following her around. She seems to be doing pretty good and holding the cart pretty straight. So she's making some passes. So I'm just gonna follow her up. Try to stay out of trouble. Here's another slide job. It's the same slide job all weekend long. There, last turn, another wreck. And I picked up another spot. So that actually finished 5th on the track. But right here, coming to second place cart, he gets a black flag. So that put me up to 4th. Just one of those races. From, I don't know where I started to last, up to 4th for the finish. I was trying to stay out of trouble, but I'm glad that one was done.
The boys are getting ready to race. The races come up here pretty quick. I just finished the stock flat class, and it was crazy. It was, I don't know, I'm just glad that I finished, and the cart's still in one piece. I can run the pro flow, but I don't know how many times I got run into and spun out there, but it was not the way I like to race. That was crazy. So, but hopefully the boys have better race than that. Hopefully the pro clone is a lot better than that too. So we got another race that pays money. That's the one we want.
You ready, Jace? Go team! Woo!
So now on to the Junior A feature. So all the boys are in the A feature. Jace Dement on the pole again with a great start. Jace Dement had the weekend. This is the weekend I'm still looking to have myself. But I think he won every heat race, every feature. But he is just on a roll. You can see that new PRC cart, that new chassis is working perfect. Bodhi, he's doing great too. The night before he spun out. He said he spun out 20 times. I don't think it was that many times, but he spun out quite a bit. And Riley as well. They both of them, I think in this race they didn't spin out at all. So they're keeping the cart straight. They're just learning to race. And that's what it takes. And Riley here, you can tell he's actually starting to get up on the wheel, starting to find that pace. Poor Bodhi's cart, he had a pretty good restrictor plate on there, so he didn't have much power down. He had that Ricky restrictor plate on in the Junior 1 class. And Jace Dement, looks like he's just out there having fun. He had a really good race. The cart behind him is fast. You can see that that was not an easy win for Jace. He had to really hustle it around because that cart behind him he's moving. That's another good skilled junior. And right there, Jace makes a big mistake. Kind of spun the car, but he got it. That's the thing. He minimized the mistake, got going again, and the other cart he actually broke. Jace just gave a shot to Bodhi right there, but look at Bodhi. He saved it, didn't get in the wall or anything, didn't freak him out, just straightened the cart, kept going. And it's another good win for Jace Dement. And look at Riley in second place in this class. Not only did he not get lapped, he stayed in there. Second kart race ever, second place. That's pretty great to feel like this. And same with Bodhi. Bodhi finished 4th. So Bodhi ended up 4th. He was a restrictor plate. He did great. That was a great race for the boys. Jace Dement first, Riley was second, and Bodhi Duck with 3rd. Alright, and now the race was pretty much setting up for the whole night, pretty much the whole weekend. The Pro Clone A feature. It was a smaller field, but most of the main players are still there. So still a tough race. But I had a pretty good starting spot, pretty good start. I feel like the tires just needed a few laps to come in. They were okay at the start. So I just want to be patient, let them come in, let the cart kind of come to me. The cart felt good. Here, a guy gets underneath me. I didn't stress out about it too much. But here, this is this is a good point here. I just go around the outside of them, actually pass on the outside without pushing them up off the bottom. So I just want everybody to see that it can be done in karting. Then I hit the wall. But that's alright. I hit it with the back of the cart. Like I said, the cart was loose. That's what I like. I like the loose cart. Much better than pushing for me. So I set sail in second place. I'm just reeling them in. Cart starting to come to me. And a caution, that's definitely going to help me out. Here on the restart, you never know what's going on behind you in a restart like this. That's the only problem. But it's a good restart. And here I'm starting to set up this guy for the second place. I'm going to, oh, there we go, underneath him right there. Didn't touch him either. And pretty much didn't like that at all. That just drove in the back of me, turned me around, and the only bad thing about that is I could have really gotten hurt right there. That was a hard hit. Bent the Nerf bar. I mean, that was a hard hit. I really don't like that. So on the restart, another cart spins out, and I'm back almost up to third. And I think you know who I have in my sights at this point. The same cart that just kind of took me out earlier. And here I've got him, and I think you're gonna know I'm definitely gonna put a pass on him. So that gets me back to second. Yellow flag out again. And I think at this point there's only 3 of us left in the whole race anyways. Looks like everybody's dropped out or had problems or crashed or something. And sometimes you just stay in a race long enough, you make it to the top 3. Top 3, top 5 is just staying out of trouble and staying in the race. And so here on the restart, I think there's only a few laps left, but I'm going to give everything I can to try to catch this leader. I've been wanting to race him all night. Haven't had a chance. Every time I've got up there, something's happened or somebody's got in the back of me or done something. So I'm just trying to push it, trying to reel him in, and I actually start to close in on him a little bit here. But he's a good driver. He doesn't make much mistakes, so that's why I'd really like to get up there and race with him. So I push it. I give it everything I can. And I think I just shoved the nose just a little bit right there. Now it's pretty much, that pretty much finished the race for me. There's a white flag coming out, and that's it. Not enough time in this one to reel him back in. But that's still second place. That's the best I've finished. This is my 4th event. I think 5th race, second night of racing. But second place is good. There's just one more step there to get.
All right, so the night's over. First of all, I got Pro Clone A feature. I finished second. So it was my 5th race. The second night on the same track that I've raced so far. So second place, I'm getting closer to that win. So now it's all I got is a win. So we'll work on that next. And the boys did awesome. Riley got it.
I got second as well.
Yeah.
Because Jace
finished second in his second race, and it was a pretty good field of juniors tonight. So
last race,
good job.
Yesterday, I also got second.
Yeah, they got trophies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna complain. Got money. They got trophies. Bodhi did really good. He didn't spin out. I mean, second race ever. He kept the car straight. He did awesome. So.
But he had a constrictor plate.
He had a restrictor plate on.
Yeah. If he didn't, then I think he would have got first.
Jace.
All right, wide shot, everyone together.
Jace did awesome. He got first.